Hello. A couple more coming in. We're just gonna give it a second and get it rolling here. Okay, Jen, you want to help let people in then, and we'll go ahead and get started here. Grand. Okay. Well, hello everyone. Hi. All right.
That's all. Good night.
Okay. I am Monica. I'm the Troop Engagement Manager here at the Council. I know a lot of you on here already, but just in case you didn't know who I was, thought I should introduce myself. Tonight on the call, we've got several staff members. Jen Ashcraft, our COO. Leslie Ring is our product program representative tonight. We've got Amy Versh, who is our business process manager. We've got Ariel, who is our program manager. Then we have Paige Bonham, who is brand new to our team. She's a new troop engagement specialist. Did I forget anybody? I think that was it. So there may be a couple more that jump on, so we'll make sure that we introduce those as they come on. So we are gonna hopefully get you out of here by 9 o'clock, if not sooner, and just gonna hit a few things. So the reason for the scoop is to provide all of our volunteers the opportunity to hear information at the same time. And we do record this, and then we also share the deck on our website the next day. And I'll also post it out on the Facebook group page that the notification goes on. It's the Volunteer Connections page. So be sure you share this with other troop volunteers in your troop, other people in your service unit, whatever it may be, so that everybody's getting the news. So we're going to dive right in tonight. We're going to talk about some upcoming events, some summer camp things, possibly. I don't remember if that was on Ariel's slides or not. Some fundraising information from Jen, and we'll talk just briefly about some recruitment efforts and some council shops. So there may be a couple of other things. Please feel free to type things in the chat log if you've got questions. We've got staff, like I said, kind of monitoring that. And then we also have, an opportunity for you to unmute yourself and speak up, raise your hand, use the tool on the Teams, raise your hand. We'll keep an eye on that. So if you've got a question, we'd love to have you go ahead and ask it. We have a lot of people on the call, and if you have a question, more than likely somebody else also has a question, or somebody who's going to watch this after the fact may have that question, and so it'd be nice if you ask it. So don't be bashful. All right, so girl program, we're gonna hand it over to Ariel and let her take it from here.
Good evening, everyone. I hope everyone's doing well on this Monday. We've got a number of really cool upcoming events for the girls, including our digital guide, which we've been doing every other month for the last few months. This February's topic is Girl Scout traditions. We'll be covering a lot of really cool information about Girl Scout traditions. Things like World Thinking Day, which is coming up in February, There'll be some really great activities in the guide, as there have been every month. In addition to that, we have our Enchanted Spring Break coming up. Very excited about this one. It is our second year of doing a spring break, and we've got some really fun themes for each of the days, for kind of centered around all of the princesses. In addition to that, we have our cadets take flight on the Friday of spring break. So this is our big event for rising juniors and new cadets to experience some really cool things that our older Girl Scouts get to experience. So lots of fun things coming up. Check out the website. Make sure that you pay attention to the deadlines. And I did not, just sorry, Monica, I didn't put summer camp on these slides. We will start hitting summer camp next month. There's a lot of fun stuff with summer camp coming up too, guys. So be looking out for our digital guide that should be coming soon.
Okay. And they'll be able to register and all of that when that guide hits them.
Yeah,
So if you
soon
wanna
after. So
go to the
we'll
next
talk about that
slide,
in a minute. Yeah.
the summer camp news is really about our registration system. So as Ariel said, our digital camp preview is in its final finishing touches right now, final edits. We are hoping that it goes out to you the end of this week, very early next week at the latest, so that the girls can start setting goals with their cookie cells around how many program credits they want to earn in order to come to camp. If you read the last Blazing Trails, you saw our announcement that we are transitioning our registration software. We have been taking a look at what else is out there. We've been with Ultra Camp since 2007 and haven't really shopped around since. So we began the process last October of kind of shopping around to see what else is out there. Are there other programs out there that save Girl Scouts money? We want to be good financial stewards of Girl Scout funds. Are there programs out there who do better things than what Ultra Camp and Camp Doc do? And we are very pleased that we, in fact, found an amazing system who is going to allow us to combine two registration systems together. Right now, in current state, for a council summer camp, you register in Ultra Camp, and then we send you a link to Camp Doc to go fill out your health forms. In our new system, CampWise is going to allow you to do all of that in the same system. You're going to register, fill out health forms, do all of the things, and not have to jump between them. With this transition, we are delaying the opening of camp registration by a couple of weeks. The system is very nearly ready to go, but we need to make sure that our staff are trained and ready to support you when we go live in the system. So we're going to delay the opening just a little bit so we can get some more staff training behind us and make sure that our customer care staff, our membership support staff, our program staff are all ready to go. With this transition, it is going to be a slow transition. So things that are currently in Ultra Camp are staying in Ultra Camp. That's all of our school year events, most of which have been open for registration, most of which have been open for registration since the fall, right? So those are going to stay until they register, program takes place. The summer camp programs are going to be in CampWise. So we'll have about a 3-month overlap. We are also retiring Camp Doc a little bit sooner than we're retiring Ultra Camp. So there's a couple of spring programs where you will go ahead and use CampWise as the medical forms. For every program you register for this spring, we'll send very clear emails saying, this is the system you're going to, this is the link you're looking for, this is where to take care of that piece. With this transition, program credits will stay where they're at in Ultra Camp for a few more months. So summer camp registration will open March 3rd with a $25 deposit that will be not eligible for program credits because the program credits won't be in CampWise yet. That deposit would need to be paid by the family. On April 1st, we're going to freeze the program credits in UltraCamp and begin that transition process to take them off of UltraCamp and put them into CampWise. And by April 15th, both existing program credits and your new program credits that the girls are earning in the current cookie sale will be available in CampWise for future registration. And then UltraCamp officially retires on June 1st. Everything from there forward will be in CampWise. Monica, if you'd give me the next slide, please. So here are some of the benefits to moving to CampWise. I already mentioned that combined systems. CampWise is going to replace both UltraCamp and CampDoc. It's a lot more mobile friendly than either of our current systems, much easier to navigate from a cell phone or a tablet. Program credits are a lot more user friendly in CampWise, at least on the parent side of things. They're a little bit more difficult on the admin side of things, but they're really beautifully set up on the parent side of things. They are tracked at an individual level. So if you have multiple kiddos in your family, UltraCamp right now lumps them all together in one balance, but CampWise is going to allow you to track those individually. So then you can choose whether the sisters are sharing their program credits or truly keeping them separate and using them for themselves. It also allows you to choose if and when to use them at all. A lot of times our older girls are saving money for a big trip or summer camp, and they don't want to pay for those smaller events using their program credits. And CampWise has a much better way to bypass that going forward. For families who like to come to summer camp at Starwoods, where we have the trading post, we've been doing trading post bucks the last few years, where we're keeping a balance. You pre-authorize your program credits for your kiddo to use when they go to Trading Post or Snack Shack. But you don't really have visibility. It's all on paper note cards. Emily Henley, I saw you in the room. Emily is tracking those on paper in CampWise. CampWise is going to track it for us. And you as a parent will have visibility to what the kiddo's current balance is, what's moving forward from one program session to the next if they're attending multiple sessions. You'll actually be able to see the things that they've purchased. Was it all candy bars, or did they buy that t-shirt or that, that stuffed animal that you really wanted them to get? There are a lot of improved communication tools in CampWise, including an automatic send of confirmation emails. So we can schedule those out long before the event even closes, and it automatically goes out to you. It also has a one-way text for urgent updates, so we can send a text message out to families if the camp bus is running late between the camp and the office. Lots and lots of really great features that are going to improve camp staff processes, freeing up their time to make great memories with our campers instead of being stuck in the office doing admin work. And finally, CampWise is going to provide direct support for technical questions. UltraCamp doesn't want to talk to families. They only want to talk to one staff member. They won't even talk to me. But CampWise, very, very friendly group of people, very supportive, and our parents can call directly if they're having problems logging in or doing any of the navigation within the CampWise system. So Ariel and I've been working on this behind the scenes along with Laura Rethurst since October. We evaluated, 5 different camp systems before making this decision and deciding what to move forward with. But we're really excited to finally start telling you about it and launch it and make this transition. I just saw some things popping up in chat, but I haven't been paying attention to them as I talk. So are there any questions there, Ariel, that I need to answer out loud?
No, I think I answered all of the CampWise direct questions. I think we got it all sorted.
Monica, if you would stop sharing your screen now, I'm going to give them just a very quick preview of what it looks like. Not going to dive into this very deeply because more information will be coming for you, where Ariel and I will be recording a lot of how-to videos and sending those out to everybody. So how to register and use credit card payment, how to register with program credits, how to add a person to your account, like all of those pieces. We'll be recording some videos and sending them out along the way. But here's our system. Let's actually log out and show you, back up a step. So the login page We'll use your Girl Scout email address. My test one is not set up the same way yours will be, but it's going to use the same email address that you use for all of your other Girl Scout things as your username. And it will have a one-time password that you'll receive in an email when we're ready to launch. Another benefit to Campwise is new families can create their own account immediately in the system. They don't have to wait for a staff member to go in and create their account for them. And so if they're at a recruitment event and Paige and her friends have just convinced them to sign up and go to summer camp, they can do their membership registration and their camp registration immediately. They don't have to wait for a staff member to create that account. System's going to show you all of the members of your family, R being that people are registered for things. And I here, my Tigger Disney test person, has an incomplete session that we need to complete. Real easy, user-friendly, walks you through question by question. I'm intentionally going rather quickly here through the screens, just kind of giving you an idea of what it looks like. It does filter based on the age, based on, I mean, Girl Scouts, they're girls, right? So, but it does filter by age and gender. And you can see all of the information about the event, as well as get some more additional details. Walks you through, oh, I didn't actually select anything. Walks you through completing your forms, adding options to the session that you're attending, setting up your parent, guardian, emergency contact, like just very user-friendly system. One of the other benefits, much like Camp Talk, is that you will only be filling out your forms once a year. So when you fill them out this spring, they will be good until next fall. When you fill them out again next fall, they'll be good until the following fall. So once a year, forms, unless an event has a custom form in the system, it's going to carry forward each time. Manages prescriptions, over-the-counter authorizations, manages allergies. Again, those are things that you're entering once into the system. They'll expire every fall and you'll re-enter them for the next year. And then real easy to choose whether you want to pay or use program credits there at the end. Again, very quick walk through there. We'll be sending out a lot more information in the future between now and March 3rd when we launch our summer camp registration. So it depends on the program, Amber. Some of our camps, if there's a like our shorter camps, there's not a cost for a chaperone. But some of the like overnights where there's food and activity supplies for the adult, there may be a cost, and that's all listed for you in the program guide that's coming out end of this week or first of next. Awesome, Monica. I think we're ready to go to the next thing.
Okay. I don't know if you wanted to cover this, Ariel, or if you want me to. I threw this slide in and surprised you probably.
I can cover it. I don't have a problem with that.
Okay.
Okay. So as I mentioned before, when we were talking about our Girl Scout Traditions digital guide, World Thinking Day is coming up in February 22nd. This year's theme is Our Story, reflecting the symbolism and values of our movement. There are additional, so our activity guide, you have to register for by January 31st on Ultra Camp, and we will email it to you. However, there are additional activity guides available at girlscouts.org. So if you check out the link on the slide here, you can check out some additional great options for activities and things like that for the girls to do. And as you can see, there will be a patch available in our store or online.
Wonderful. Thank you. Okay, next I think is going to be Jen again.
Back to me. So wanted to let everyone know that there are a couple of changes to money earning guidelines. As you may have seen on national social media, there have been times that GSUSA lifts the fundraising ban that allows troops to then fundraise for national or international emergencies. It's very confusing because sometimes we're telling you, no, you're not allowed to do fundraising for other organizations. Oh, but we're lifting the fundraising ban for this unique situation, right? And so GSUSA has made the decision to stop lifting the fundraising ban going forward. Troops may continue to support these causes through take action and service projects, but we will be consistent going forward in that troops are not going to be allowed to fundraise for other organizations at any time. With that announcement, GSUSA also provided some clarifying language regarding solicitation of funds by troops or service units. And we discovered that we were not following the rules like we thought we were. So we need to, as a council, be in line with GSUSA's expectations on solicitation of funds and in-kind donations. So due to these clarifications, we will no longer be allowing troops or service units to solicit businesses for funds or in-kind donations, unless it's for the purpose of an approved highest awards project. So that's bronze, silver, and gold. Adults are allowed to do some solicitation for funds or in-kind services that have a benefit to the council. It's the piece about benefiting the local troop or service unit that they've provided some clarification on, and we won't be able to allow going forward. So the money earning application is getting an update with these new expectations as well as our website. So you'll see that start to roll out to website and application over the next week.
Any questions regarding that? Okay. We're gonna pass it on over to Miss Leslie.
Hello. Oh, am I unmuted?
Yep.
You can hear me? Oh, it says I'm muted. I don't know. So just a reminder, everything that you do need to know about cookies, read your cookie corner. The first one came out on December 1st. They are also available on our website. January 14th is the second one. There will be one tomorrow and then every Tuesday throughout the cookie season. But anything and everything you need to know about cookies will be in that cookie corner, so please read it. That's really all we have. Just go to the cookie corner email.
Okay. And if you're not getting it, as it states here, make sure that you reach out to info@gskh and let us know you need to be added to that distribution list, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thanks, Leslie.
Thank you.
Okay, so next we had a troop growth incentive in the month of November, December, and I just wanted to highlight those troops out there that hit the goal. We had 13 troops across the council. They added new girls to their troops. We had sent an email out, and every troop should have received this, and it had a number that you needed to hit in order to meet the incentive. And so 13 of those troops did. So they are listed here. They all earned a digital gift certificate so that they could purchase troop supplies or badges at our council shop at a rate of $5 per girl. So congratulations to those troops. And then we did a drawing for 3 of those troops to actually receive a weekend stay at Starwoods Girl Scout Center. And so 20109, 50008, and 50020 were our recipients of that drawing. So wanted to highlight them and let you know that, when we send things out like this to help boost membership, jump on board. We do have some cool incentives sometimes that we throw out there, and we appreciate all of those that did try. And we had a couple that got very, very, very close, and a couple that thought they hit it, but the parents or the caregivers had said they'd registered, but then they didn't. And so there was a lot of excitement around it. So we're hoping that we can maybe offer some of those things again in the future. So congrats to those. And then we are in the winter season and our heavy recruiting season is fall, but we are continuing with our efforts to add more girls to our organization. And so if your troop has openings, you may receive a new girl placed in your troop. And when that happens, there's an email that you will receive that says, hey, you've had a new girl that joined your troop. And so that means we need you to do the step of picking up the phone and calling the parent or the caregiver and letting them know, hey, I'm your new troop leader. And, Susie's welcome to attend our next troop meeting, and give all the details and include that girl in your troop. Welcome them in with open arms, and let's get them rolling. We do receive a lot of emails that say, we joined and we've never heard from a troop leader. And so making sure that you're doing your due diligence and paying attention to those emails that come in and adding those girls to your troop, that's going to help us with retention and keeping those girls engaged in Girl Scouting if they have a good Girl Scout experience. So we do rely on our volunteers to help make that happen. We also want you to check your troop rosters. We find that here at Cookie Time, we have a lot of times that we have a girl that may be out there selling cookies and she indeed is not registered. So just check your troop rosters at this time of the year, especially to make sure that if girls are attending your meeting or they're signed up to sell cookies, that they are for sure registered Girl Scouts. So sometimes you have one or two that just kind of sneak through and you didn't realize it. So be sure you're checking your troop rosters. We also would like your help. There's a lot of communities in the state of Kansas, and there are 7 on my team. And so in order for us to know what's going on out there, we do rely on our volunteers and parents and caregivers to tell us, hey, there's a really cool event, or there's a happening at the school that we think that would be a great opportunity for us to go in and meet with parents or recruit girls. So if you have that opportunity, or of an opportunity, please share that with your troop engagement specialist. Again, if you don't know who that is, send us a message at info@gskh and we'll have her get in touch with you. But we want to share Girl Scouting with as many girls as we can, and we need your help to make that happen. So, all right. Next is the council shop, and Rhonda's not on, but she shared a few slides, so just kind of wanted to hit that. So February is Black History Month, and so that we do have a patch out there along with the other little guys that go around it. It's designed for Girl Scouts at all levels and their leaders, and it celebrates Black History Month. So be sure that you're checking out the information on the Girl Scouts website as well as our council website. Then the cookie merchandise. So again, Leslie mentioned cookies. All things you need to know about cookies is in the cookie corner. But Rhonda also has a cookie corner in the council shop, as does the Hay shop. We have a bunch of cookie merchandise that's out there. Really cool, fun stuff, things that you can use to, highlight your cookie booths. We have a lot of booths out there, I think, already spoken for on the lottery, and it's getting exciting. And these will be great little things for you to draw some attention to your booth. So the pajamas and the slippers, the girls are they're having a blast buying those. So things are going fast. There is a jot form that you can use to fill that out. I'm going to highlight this if I can. Oops. I'm not able to grab this form. Here we go. And I'll put it over in the chat log. So you've got that link if you're wanting to purchase something. There you have the link. Okay. And then I'm going to pass it back over to Jen, I believe. No, I'm not. I will talk about that. So sorry. This was Rhonda. She wanted us to do some troop checking account reminders. Checking accounts have to have at least 2, but not more than 3 volunteers that are unrelated on the checking account. They have to be registered members, background checked, and willing and able to attend and do the trainings. The trainings are online. We have to choose a bank that offers free checking with no minimum balance requirement. That's a really important thing to look at because this is girl money, and we want to save the girls' money to use for girl fun and not to pay for bank fees. Avoid credit unions. I've said this for years and I really didn't fully understand why until just recently. So that's why I asked Rhonda to share this. The institutions have additional requirements to qualify as a member, and it could impact credit reports for both the volunteers and our council signer. And so when you have, Rhonda on 300 checking accounts and 150 of them are at a credit union, that could really zap her pretty good. So that's why we avoid credit unions. If online banking is important to you, be sure that you ask the bank and or your council representative, who is Rhonda. And then Rhonda also is very happy to provide you with suggestions on what banks in your area are Girl Scout friendly. So we do have some banks out there that don't work as well. And Rhonda talks to all of these banks. So she has a pretty good idea of who you want to visit with and where we want to place our money. So any questions on that? Again, reach out to Rhonda. The checking account request form is on our website. You can search it, or you can go to, I believe it's under volunteer resources. So you go to members, or then volunteer resources, and you'll find that under the finance part. So, do we have anything else we needed to share tonight, ladies? Okay, are there any burning questions out there? Are we excited for cookie sales? I'm not seeing reactions at all. Yes, go Grandma. Yes, that's what we need. Very good. Oh, we got one that's scared. That's awesome. Don't be scared. We'll help you through it. Our product program staff's very educated, been here, done that. They could do it in their sleep. So, am I correct, Leslie? Yeah. So you need help, reach out. They will help you. So, all right. Well, that does conclude our scoop tonight. It was kind of short and sweet. We will be looking at possibly putting some, what do we call those, breakout rooms for next month. Our next month is going to be on February 24th at 8 p.m. If the 8 p.m. is not working for folks, we will maybe do a poll next time so that we can find out if that's something we want to maybe change to a different time in an evening. A lot of folks liked having an opportunity to put their kids to bed before they got on this call. So, maybe that's changed. I don't know. But next meeting is February 24th, fourth Monday of the month, 8 o'clock. So if you have questions, you want to stick around, a couple of staff will stay on. So other than that, have a good evening.
I do have a question about